We're joined with Daren, and we're just going over what the libraries offer for adults.
Yeah, I was talking about how we help out reading groups, but we also help out individuals as well with their reading. We have displays in most of our libraries with ideas for books to read, and we also have leaflets as well on different genres such as sci-fi and crime that may suggest an author that you've not tried before that you could have a go at. We also have occasional author events, especially in Sheerness. We've had Mia Dolan recently, and as she's a local, they have proved very popular. And we have poetry events and support local authors where possible. We also are increasingly getting volunteers signing up to help us out. We have a scheme whereby volunteers can help out on various things, such as help taking books to the people in the home library service. We also have opportunities where people can be web wizards, so they help other people who are not quite so sure about using the internet or using computers. They're usually available to people when they want to come in and use in computers.
Okay.
And if anyone was interested in becoming a volunteer, then ask at the library. We also have lots of online resources. Increasingly now, information is available online rather than in a book format or in both formats. And we have access to quite a lot through the library services website. With your library card, you can access encyclopedias, careers information, business information, and various websites which you would have to pay for if you went through yourself, but as part of the library service you can access these for free. We also have a remote Ask a Librarian service which we provide, so people can ask questions on any topic through online chat or filling in an online inquiry form via email or telephone or even text. I'll give you the telephone number for Ask a Librarian is 01622 696 438, or if you want to text, you can text AKL then space and then the question that you wish to ask to 0795 008 0802. And finally, we have gallery spaces. In Sheerness we have a gallery space that is quite heavily used and very popular, and we also have one in Sittingbourne and Faversham.
What partnerships do you have with other organisations, Daren?
Well, on the island, I've got quite a few partnerships running at the moment. I'm working with the Queenborough Children's Centre that's beginning to get up and running, and we're looking at loaning out their story sack collection from the library. So that's a story that you use with various objects and toys, and it's like acted out, the story, and they hopefully will be available from next year. And we're also offering them some space to do postnatal classes next year. We work with adult education and the Skills Plus centres. The Skill Plus centre in Sheerness on the High Street there, we work with them to deliver the 6-book challenge, which is aimed at adults that aren't necessarily confident in their reading, and it's like the summer reading challenge for children. It's challenging them to read 6 books over a period of time, and they get incentives to complete. We also work with SkillNet, which is an organisation that supports adults with learning disabilities. I met and talked with some of the members of the group, and they were saying that some of the material that they would like to see in a library was an ABC, but aimed at adults rather than a children's ABC, and that sort of material just wasn't available. So they've actually produced one themselves that we have helped fund, and we're just getting it printed now. We'll be launching that in January, hopefully, and then there'll be copies of that available in all libraries. I also have met with the community wardens on the island, and they are really keen to help me promote the library service, and working with Minster Parish Councils and the New Road Community Centre at Minster. We're just setting up a reading group at the centre there, which we should start in February, and also with the Sheppey Local History Society. They're due to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the railway coming to Sheppey, so we'll be working with them on a summer exhibition in 2010. And an ongoing project that we're working on with volunteers is trying to build a Swale cultural database that's linking in with the Olympics in 2012.
Okay.
And it's looking at people that have come out of Swale or that have developed things in Swale of a cultural nature. So some people sort of tend to think that Swale is a cultural desert, but I think we're going to prove them wrong, really, because we found quite a lot of people have contributed on a national scale and higher to the cultural agenda. And that database we're building, we will produce a display from that, and hopefully it will tour around various venues in Swale to inspire people and give them some idea of all the sort of great people that have come out of Swale.
So then, what useful contact details do you have if our listeners would like to find out more information on what the library services offer?
Yeah, well, thank you, Daniel, for the opportunity of coming and talking about the library service this evening, and I hope I've maybe pointed out a few things that people didn't realise that libraries did. If there's anything that people want to ask me about or want to get in touch with me about developing projects with the library service or working together, then I'm based at Canterbury Library, and the phone number is 01227 463 608. If people are interested about any of the services that the library provides, then they can ring Sheerness Library, and their phone number is 01795 662 618. But you can also go online at the www.kent.gov.uk website to find all the information about libraries on there as well.
Darren, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along and telling us all about what you do.
Thank you very much.
That's Daren, a Community Development Librarian, here at the Monday Night Community Show this evening.